Hey everyone, I'm Dion. I'm a Gold Coast based sculptor. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a little dusty pencil holder. It's fun, super easy, and here's what you're going to need. A bowl of water, a damp cloth, some pencils, a ball of clay, and a sculpting tool. You could use a paddle pop stick or a butter knife, would be fine. We're going to start with a ball of clay, about the size of an orange or an apple. So I'm going to start by pulling the head out just a little bit. It's going to need 4 legs. So we'll start with the front legs. And let's do some back legs. So this is the beginning of our dog. Now we can begin to shape it so it looks more like a dog and less like a mutant turtle. We need to stretch the body out a bit. So to do that, we can just squeeze it in the middle. And you can see it's starting to get a bit longer and a little bit more like a dog. Now it's going to need some ears. So pinch a little bit and we've got the beginning of 2 ears. As we squeeze and push the clay around, we slowly start to form it into a dog. If your clay starts to dry out, you can just dip your hands in the water. You only need a tiny bit and rub a little bit of water on the clay and that'll help keep it moist. So you just keep working the clay, slowly shaping it. We'll slowly start forming it into the position. Now if he ends up looking a bit funny, or you think his snout's too big, or his butt's too big, or his legs are too long, you can always just pinch a little bit off the end, put that aside, and stretch the leg out. So now it's becoming a bit thinner. And because this character is a cartoon style character, it definitely doesn't have to be perfect. We'll take the legs up and begin to lay him down. And turn his head to the side a little bit. So we can get our sculpting tool anywhere our fingers won't fit. You can just get it in there and smooth it out, helping us have a nice, neat sculpture. And we'll put that leg like this. So he's going to rest his chin on this leg. And I think we'll fold this leg underneath, like you may have seen a dog napping. Bring this leg up, make it a little bit longer. Bring this leg up. And this other leg will kind of end up disappearing underneath. Now, at the moment, it's got a lot of extra clay here. Just pinch a little bit off there and put that to the side. We'll just curl him around a little bit more. We just use the pinching technique again. Start to bring a tail out. So now he's got a bit of a tail and we'll curl that around against his body. It's starting to get a little dry. So we'll just get a little bit more water from our bowl, rub it over it. That's getting close to the shape that I want. And we'll also use our sculpting tool to help define a few more of these lines, make it a little bit more obvious exactly what it is. A little bit of pressure, not slamming it. Just by doing that, that's flattened out the bottom a lot nicer. So now it's going to sit very flat. So let's start the smoothing out process. A little bit more water, just by rubbing our hands over it. You can use your fingers and your thumbs. Getting a little bit smoother as we run our hands over it. So let's start defining the legs and the tail a little bit more. Right, and I think it will help by drawing a line like that, just scratching into it a little bit. And then we can follow that and shape the hind leg. Remember to keep your tool clean because it helps with the sculpting. It just makes it a little bit neater when you're working with it. Otherwise, little bits of clay get stuck to the sculpture. So I'm just going to use another cloth. It's damp, it's not dripping wet. Just going to wipe it over. Just any little lumps and bumps. So we're just going to take a pencil. So we'll start by marking out 4 holes, just with the tip of the pencil. Now, one thing to remember about clay is it shrinks a bit as it dries. So when you make the holes, just make them a little bit bigger than they need to be. Otherwise, once it's completely dry, your pencil might not quite fit back in the hole. So now he has his pencil storage holes in his back. Now this is air dry clay. And by tomorrow, it should be fine to pick up. And over the next 7 days, it will dry completely and be ready to use. And there we have a little dusty pencil holder. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope you had fun making your little dusty pencil holder. Catch you next time.